Okay, so today we're going to dive right into a simulation of the IELTS Speaking Test. We're going to focus on part one.
Right.
It's the introduction and interview section.
Okay.
So it's all about, making a great first impression and showing that you can have like a natural conversation in English.
Yeah.
Ready to jump in?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, first question. Can you tell me a bit about your family?
Sure. My family is quite close-knit. It's just my parents, my younger sister, and myself.
Okay.
And we all really enjoy spending time together, whether it's, having dinner a few times a week or catching a movie on the weekends or just relaxing at home and chatting. My parents have always been really supportive, encouraging us to follow our own passions and support each other's endeavors. So it's a very warm and supportive environment.
Do you spend a lot of time with your family?
Yes, I do, especially on weekends. We often have family dinners, go for walks in the park, or sometimes visit museums or art galleries together. It's a great way to relax and reconnect after a busy week.
How do you usually spend your free time?
Well, I have quite a few hobbies. I'm an avid reader, love getting lost in a good book. I also find running to be a fantastic way to clear my head and stay active. And just recently, I've actually taken up photography as a bit of a creative outlet, which has been a lot of fun. And of course, spending time with friends is always a priority. We love, trying new restaurants or just catching up over coffee.
Now, one thing that really stood out to me in those responses
Okay.
was the way you were able to
Yeah.
provide specific examples
Right.
to illustrate your points. You didn't just say, I enjoy spending time with my family. You talked about having dinner, going to the park, visiting museums. That kind of detail
Yeah.
really helps to bring your answers to life. It makes them more engaging for the examiner.
I see. Yeah, that makes sense.
It also shows a good command of vocabulary, which is another important factor in the IELTS speaking test.
Okay, great. Good to know.
So for our listeners out there, remember, when you're answering questions in part one, don't be afraid to get specific. Share those real-life experiences.
Absolutely.
It'll make your answers much stronger and more memorable. All right, ready to move on to part two?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so now we're moving on to part two
Okay.
of the IELTS speaking test.
Mm-hmm.
And this is called the long term.
Right.
So in this section, you're going to be given a topic,
Okay.
and you'll have 1 minute to prepare
Got it.
your thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're expected to speak for up to 2 minutes.
Okay.
So the topic for you today is describe a memorable trip you took.
All right.
I'll give you a moment to think about where you went, who you went with, what you did there, and why it was so memorable.
Okay.
All right, tell me all about that memorable trip.
Well, one trip that really stands out in my mind was a journey I took to Kyoto, Japan with my best friend. We had always dreamed of experiencing Japanese culture firsthand, and we spent months meticulously planning our itinerary to make the most of our time there. Kyoto is renowned for its breathtaking temples, traditional tea houses, and serene gardens, and it really lived up to all of our expectations. We visited the iconic Fushimi Inari Shrine with its thousands of vibrant red torii gates winding up the mountainside. The sheer beauty and tranquility of that place were just overwhelming. We also participated in a traditional tea ceremony dressed in elegant kimonos, which gave us a deeper appreciation for the grace and artistry of Japanese customs. But honestly, the highlight of our trip was simply wandering through the city's narrow, winding streets, lined with historic wooden houses. We stumbled upon hidden local restaurants serving delicious delicacies, sampled street food from lively vendors, and even tried our hand at calligraphy. The trip was unforgettable for several reasons. First and foremost, it was a truly immersive cultural experience that allowed us to learn so much about Japan's rich history and traditions. Secondly, it strengthened our friendship as we shared all of these incredible moments together. We returned home with cherished memories and a newfound appreciation for the beauty and serenity of Japanese culture.
What do you think people can learn from traveling to different countries?
Well, I believe that traveling to different countries offers invaluable learning opportunities, especially when it comes to broadening one's perspectives and fostering tolerance and understanding. When you immerse yourself in a culture that's different from your own, you encounter diverse customs, beliefs, and ways of life. And this firsthand experience can really challenge preconceived notions and encourage empathy and respect for others. For instance, someone who travels to a country with strong religious traditions might develop a deeper understanding and appreciation for those beliefs, even if they differ from their own. Or someone who visits a country with limited resources might gain a greater awareness of global inequalities and the importance of sustainable living. Travel also kind of forces you to step outside of your comfort zone, navigate unfamiliar situations, and adapt to new environments. And this can really cultivate resilience, problem-solving skills, and a sense of independence. So overall, travel can be a transformative experience that enriches our understanding of the world and our place within it.
How has travel changed in recent years with advancements in technology?
Oh, well, technology has definitely revolutionized travel, made it a lot more accessible and convenient. Even, more enjoyable, I'd say. I
Yeah.
mean, just think back, a few decades ago, planning a trip involved hours spent with guidebooks and making phone calls and just hoping for the best when it came to navigating new places. Now you just need a few taps on your phone and you can book flights, reserve hotels, research destinations. You can even translate languages instantly.
That's true.
Yeah, and apps like Google Maps and City Mapper.
Oh, yeah, those are lifesavers.
They really are. They guide you through busy city streets, help you find those hidden gems
Yeah.
off the beaten path.
Yeah.
And you can't forget the impact of social media.
Oh, it's so...
Platforms like Instagram, TikTok, they've given us so much inspiration, We can virtually explore destinations through other people's eyes.
Yeah, it's like having a personal tour guide.
Exactly. You can discover those hidden cafes, the best spots for sunsets, even get recommendations from locals.
Right.
It's amazing. And I think the biggest impact is just how much stress technology has reduced.
Oh, for sure.
You can check in online, store boarding passes digitally, even use mobile payments.
Yeah, it's so much smoother now.
Yeah. Ride-sharing apps have made getting around so easy. You don't have to figure out public transportation or haggle with taxis.
No.
It's just streamlined everything,
Yeah.
We can really focus on the experiences themselves.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, technology has made travel more enjoyable and enriching than ever.
All right, last question. Do you think it's better to travel alone or with others?
That's a tough one. Both have their pros and cons,
Right.
Solo travel can be incredibly liberating.
Yeah.
You have complete freedom, set your own pace, do what you want, really immerse yourself without having to compromise.
You're more independent.
Exactly. You're more likely to talk to locals, be spontaneous, step outside your comfort zone. But then traveling with others, whether it's family, friends, a partner,
Yeah.
you get to share those experiences, create memories together.
It's definitely more social.
For sure. There's a sense of camaraderie in, navigating new places, overcoming challenges, celebrating those little wins as a team.
Yeah.
You have people to share meals with, tell stories, laugh, support each other.
It's a different kind of experience.
It is. So I guess it really comes down to personal preference, what you're looking for in a trip. Some journeys are best enjoyed alone, for introspection and connection with the place.
Right.
Others are meant to be shared.
That's a great point.
Yeah. For me, I enjoy both.
Okay.
Solo travel helps me recharge, connect with myself,
Yeah.
embrace the unexpected. Traveling with loved ones is all about connection, laughter, making memories.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, I think that wraps up our deep dive into the IELTS speaking test. We've covered a lot of ground today, from the initial introduction and interview
to the long term, and finally, the discussion section. For our listeners out there, remember, practice makes perfect. The more you familiarize yourself with the test format, the more confident you'll become. And don't forget to pay attention to the little details, like providing specific examples and using a wide range of vocabulary. Good luck on your IELTS journey.